Okay, hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. It's your girl Alina and this is Simply My Views. If you haven't watched my video on who am I, please go check it. I'll put the link up so that you can have a bit of background, because you might get lost in this video. I don't want to repeat myself, okay? So in my video I spoke about how I went to the academic sector. So this video is going to be a bit of academics and I hope to inspire some of you, okay? So let's start with a story where I used to pay 8 rands, that's equivalent to 8 Namibian dollars, as my school fees the whole year. That was in a public school, okay, at Okakonda Junior Primary School in Oshikoto region. So yeah, so I didn't have a fancy education, okay, you know, that's where it started, that's where it all started. And then I went to another school. I went to 2 combined schools. One is a Makali combined school, still in Oshikoto region, deep down in the north in the village. They actually used to walk for long distance, over 10 kilometers if I'm not mistaken. I haven't measured the distance, so it's not really accurate. Then I went to another school, which is Uyoka Combined School, okay? It was very interesting because when you school in the north or when you school in a public school, I don't know, there's just a thing where people look down on you because you're from the north, or you're from a less cool school, or you didn't go, you know, they feel like you're not exposed. But I don't know why there is even a battle, because education is supposed to just be education. I think if I'm not wrong, the curriculum is pretty much the same, whether you're attending a public school or private school. So were those kids that were just looked down on because you couldn't speak like perfect English, because other kids are like, I went private school, you know? I don't know, have you guys gone through this? Like, I've gone through this my whole life. You meet people and it's an immediate battle of who's better off because of where they schooled. But well, don't let that waver you. If you're in the north, yo, big shouts out to me. That is the best place to be. You know, people say, there are people that are in the north act like they are from the headquarters of what. Yes, we are from the headquarters of Uteku. Very nice people from that side, very well raised and very well disciplined. And we are making it in the school system nonetheless. I'm not shading those that are in private school. I'm just saying, let's end the rivalry, guys. Like, there is nothing wrong with someone going to private school or going to public school. Also, we don't come from the same places, you know. We may not have the same resources. Your parents can afford you an education in a private school. Doesn't mean I'm a loser just because I ended up in a public school. I'm just advocating for public school because that's what made me. That's where I'm coming from. Because even my secondary education, grade 8 to 12, in the north, Equilo Senior Secondary School, very proud alumni. I hope my teachers are watching. I hope my fellows alumni are watching, because we're the cool kids also, okay? So, I'm not gonna say how much I paid school, but you know, it was a public school. Public school is really more welcoming if you are challenged resources-wise. And you just get the same education. At my time, we had the Cambridge, you know, system. So fast forward, passed grade 12 with flying colors. You can guess how many points I get. If you guess correctly, I'll give you a giveaway. And this is not available for people that know me personally, because I probably have told you how many points I got in grade 12. Okay, fast forward, went to university. The first university, University of Namibia. So at that time, the University of Namibia was pretty much the only university in the country. So the now NUST, Namibia University of Science and Technology, only became a university now. It was a polytechnic. It was known as Polytechnic. There were small other institutions, but then it's so weird. When I got to university, it was yet another battle of whose school. So those that were at UNAM felt like they were the only students. I'm not saying everyone, but guys, I think you have heard the segregation. There is even memes around because parents don't think other universities are university enough. They think you go to Poly, then go to UNAM, and that only then you will graduate. Guys, it doesn't matter really where you school, as long as you're getting quality education, you are getting the content, you are able to apply what you have learned, and most also and foremost, that whatever institution you are in is accredited by a very reliable qualification authority. Like Namibia has a qualification authority. Every country has a qualification authority. For example, because I only came to know this at a later stage because I got an opportunity to study abroad, like not really abroad, like outside Namibian borders, okay? It was just in South Africa, so it's not abroad. And so if you have a qualification from a foreign country, you have to have that qualification evaluated by that country's qualification authority. For example, me had a qualification from UNA. I needed to study in South Africa. My application needed to have an evaluated qualification certificate from the South African Qualification Authority. So if you are going to study in Angola or in another country, you need their qualification authority to evaluate whatever qualification you are from, whatever country you are from. So that's the only thing that matters, guys. So don't be there making memes, trying to make other people feel better about which institutions they find. I speak even for the small institutions. Like if you hear someone is at Lingua, then you say they are not in school. Why? This is just an example. I have nothing against Lingua, but it's just something I've seen, you know, guys. It's just the education system. And you know what? I think at the time of Dr. Abraham, the late Tate Abraham Yambo, he was our Minister of Education, you know, may his soul rest in peace. He used to say education is the greatest equalizer. It does not matter where you come from. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter. If you went in the education system and come out with a degree, it's just a degree nonetheless. Wherever your parents are, which school you went to, it's just a qualification. If it's NQA level 8, it's just NQ level 8. If you don't understand the NQ level 8, you can always ask me in the comments. I'm happy to explain. But this video is just to tell people that it's okay to be where you are, to come from where you are, and do with what you have, okay? And I went through so much struggles, financially, emotionally, physically. At one point, I was homeless. At one point, I couldn't afford the bus, which was basically just 5 rands, aka 5 Namibian dollars. But I'll share these stories in a very differently packaged thingy to inspire you. But now I just want to promote education, the greatest equalizer. Don't shade each other because of where you are schooling. It's not cool. There's nothing cool about it. And for some of us that are through the education system, honestly, there's actually nothing very special about anything. Like, yes, I'm not discrediting the amount of money your parents paid in the private school, but it's not about that, guys. And if you don't get it, I don't know how else to package it. I don't have the accurate English for these things. FNI. Anweshek oskoro skorara ratio mambo way. If you are still in school, if you are even like an adult and you want to study, there is no age limit to most of the courses. Go do your thing. Go do your thing, man. I'm an academic. I'm an academic. You would know if you've watched that video I told you about. Link is up. Bye guys. Bye guys.